Welcome to Fragmental.
An amusing take on random topics. What the fuck? Random topics.
Yeah.
So.
Way to stutter right out of the gate.
Exactly. Well, I've had like 19 drinks, so we're good to go. So we have a guest in the. First of all, we're together. So we're all in the room.
live.
We're live.
We're back.
And I can't do the meow 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 thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I got to do wacky FM DJ since we're in person.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Dingo and the baby.
Dingo and the baby. 97.
Dinko and the baby.
It's Dingo.
I know it's Dingo, but Dinko sounds funnier.
Okay.
So we do have a guest with us. Jen is with us. So you can say hello now, Jen. We're
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
I am super excited.
You should be.
Welcome to
I heard
Fragmental.
it's a very selective invitation, so
It's very.
clearly I've impressed you in some ways in my life.
We've got a very long
Suckers.
list.
Yeah. You've impressed you by saying like you want to be on the podcast. We're like yes. I'm like okay.
Right, when she said, yeah, we got excited.
Exactly.
Like,
Or everybody else said no.
no, I don't think that's it at all.
Number
Because
15 's fine. It's
No,
good.
we've had what? We had Jason was on, Carrie was on, and then Jen 3. That's it.
yeah.
Yes, you're 3.
Yeah,
Lucky
we had
3.
Anthony in the background for an
Well,
episode.
yeah, Anthony
but
in the background
He
for an
wasn't actually a host, so yeah. So yeah.
So this is a beauty pageant.
This
I
is-
would get no award. I'm just joking.
That's not
Fourth
true.
place? Is that it? That's like
Just
third
third.
runner-up.
You're third. And
Third
actually,
runner-up.
just
Oh,
so you
third
know,
runner. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
Yeah.
know. Like to me, I put it into horse racing terms, because I'm a
your
degenerate.
win place show. Your show. It's a show.
Yeah, win place or show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so explain this to us so I don't offend people by saying, "Did you show?" I mean,
Well,
because
what's
that
one
could
place
be
and show? That sounds like 3.
first, second,
It
and
is
third.
3. First, second, and third. Yeah.
Fourth.
No, you're not
No,
fourth.
you're third.
You're third. Anthony was in the background. He wasn't on the show. He wasn't a guest.
Jen, some would
I
say
placed.
Yeah.
some would say third time's a charm.
Yeah. And in the Asian culture, odd
Brought
numbers
it.
are lucky.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
We'll see.
you can get closer to that mic too, by the way, because if you look, you're not really. So.
I'm learning podcasting.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And you can adjust it too. You don't have to you can move it around. There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
there
there
you
were
go.
some jokes being made about the closeness of the microphone earlier, so I'm abiding by the rules.
Well, we just
so to
want
speak.
to see you hold it to see what kind of skill set you have.
Do you mind moving closer to the mic, please?
We want to see how
I
lucky.
am going to be 6 feet away in about 2 seconds.
Yeah. Now we know what your husband feels like.
Sure does. And I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. So Jen's like, okay, thanks, I'm out. Thanks, we're good. I gotta
In
go.
3 minutes. Wow.
Right, yeah.
Yep, like most experiences. Let's go.
Ouch. That's right. You walked into that one.
Right, so
You definitely walked into that one.
You've spoken to
I'm
my
gonna
wife.
be nice.
God
They
damn.
both gave me notes.
Yeah,
Both of your
exactly.
wives but gave me
It's all right.
notes. to
I know she
take.
doesn't listen. So.
Exactly. So, Jen, you had a question you were going to ask us when we got started. So
Yeah, so this is a totally random question, but I think it'll lead us into a different topic. But so, Botox, yay or nay? Go.
So
where are you putting it?
Your face.
I was gonna say, is it so
Is
you
there
look?
another use for it?
Yeah,
maybe
doesn't.
not. Maybe
From
not.
what I hear,
Migraines. It's not for migraines. I do think it's actually.
no,
a
but
drug
doesn't
you
it
use.
people put it on their underarms to restrict sweating as well? I believe.
Oh, I did not know there was.
Really?
My
I heard
wife-
migraines.
I was just being.
My wife works for a dental office
So
where
cosmetic
they
Botox.
will,
cosmetic Botox.
yeah, where they can do that, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
for hydro something.
Yeah,
something
so I
like
mean, I think patients have done that before.
Okay.
So,
that. Non-medical use of Botox.
so here would be my
Vanity
thing.
use
Like,
of Botox.
is it to the point that you look surprised all the time? Because I'm out on
Does
that.
it matter?
It does.
I'm
because
no. It's like just be natural.
I agree.
Yeah, just natural.
Yeah.
Although,
Do you know what natural looks like?
Yes,
At
like-
50 with nothing.
well,
but I'm okay with that.
yeah, absolutely.
Like, I mean, I'm not.
I think people look younger though today than they did. I mean, 50 today is like 30.
You're
Because
right.
50 in the 50s was like 105.
We were also
That's
smoking
true.
3 packs of cigarettes a day.
That's why
That's
they were
true.
thin.
If you're riffing heaters, like riffing heaters all damn day, you're.
My
And
wife
hard
said,
labor.
Yeah.
Like 30 years of her life is like hard labor. Like,
well, true.
Give
We
me a
have-
camel.
We have very soft hands this generation.
Lucky Strike Unfiltered.
Okay, so the reason I asked this, I kind of thought that's what you guys were going to say. So
Yeah.
kind of lead in.
Why are you
Okay.
Botoxing it up?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Because I can talk about that.
You don't look very
I
surprised.
have not.
So.
Yeah.
I have not had any.
Okay.
Oh,
You're thinking.
The reason I ask this is because
Really?
I wonder I would say Botox put on this.
Really?
You should. You might want to go to that appointment.
Sounds like
Jeff.
Mike's wife knows a guy.
Have you made the appointment?
Okay. So the reason I ask that is because I think predominantly, I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm by the way, anybody fact checking me, I'm sure you guys will get all of your thousands of listeners.
All 6 listeners.
Commenting to fact.
We do have 3 dermatologists that do listen.
Actually, I think you're good because you were the general fact checker. Nobody else. So,
I did want one, right? I suggested
yeah.
that.
So
I would venture to say that most users of cosmetic Botox are going to be female. I would
Sure.
say it's more than half.
oh, easily. Like
So, but I have
twice as many of you anyway.
two representatives of the male gender, heterosexuals, that would say.
Who?
I'm guessing here since you're both married to females.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
We can
cool.
go into that second
it's a
half.
solid assumption. It's a solid assumption.
Never mind. Let's switch topics now.
I have a ton of kids. I'm married. Yeah, that's a solid guess.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Was it called a beard? Is that, anyways.
Yeah, it's a beard. It's a beard. He's a beard.
But so then my point is like, then women are doing this for other women, right? Like, we are trying to impress people that you guys are saying are
Okay. Yeah.
right.
All right.
Okay, so follow me on this.
Okay.
But
I think I'm
why?
tracking.
But why? Because I would venture to say that women are trying to one up each other all the damn time, right?
Yeah.
Like, and this is what I want to talk to you about. It's like, I think that we still have a serious problem with women being mean to women. Like, we act like we're like best friends with each other, but like a lot of the things that we do are like highly competitive and like not like a, ooh, let's compete and but like celebrate when you win, but like in just kind of undercut nasty ways. Like Botox, it's still like, it is a dangerous thing to do to your body. Like you know,
Oh, that's fucking
Yeah.
botulism. I mean, let's
Right,
be honest.
right,
I mean,
botulism,
it
right?
literally
Poison.
is.
You're like poison. You're like self-electing the poison. And I'm hearing from men like, yeah, I don't really think that's like worth what it is like. But it's like, but right now, I can look 5 years younger than my best friend. So the reason I'm asking this is, let me tell you a quick story.
I like it. Okay, let's do it.
We were having a family.
Do I need a drink?
Talking with my,
No, you definitely need
my
to.
in-laws about this, and we were talking about cost cutting and blah blah blah. And my sister-in-law, who I have known for almost 20 years, was like, "Yeah, she's younger than me too by 3 or 4 years." She's like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to cost cut. I'm gonna have to stop my Botox treatments." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" She's like, "Yeah, my Botox treatments." I was like, "You get Botox?" She's like, "Everybody gets Botox." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And so then I started to survey people, and everybody gets Botox.
Really?
Yes. It is like,
I honestly didn't know
I didn't know
but
that.
they don't talk about it.
Oh God, clearly.
Bitches.
Are they ashamed?
No, I think it's like,
It's to be secretive, right?
Do
Because
they think
like
they're?
you know, people like, oh, I'm like, how many times have I agreed? And be like, oh my gosh, you look so great. And they're like, thanks.
Thanks, just got poisoned up in my forehead.
Yeah.
Working on my botulism. So, anyways, my whole point is like, why do people have to be like so secretive about that? Like, if girls really wanted to help out each other, they'd be like, thank you so much. Here's what I'm doing. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I got 30 units from Dr.
Go see him. Here's his card.
Yeah.
Dr. Johnson or whatever. and-
Dr. Johnson.
So, anyways.
Really, Doctor? You
scheduled
went
to
with Doc Johnson?
Anyways, I'm scheduled to get some Botox next week, so we're moving on. And I might be getting a face. What's that called? Reconstructive? I'm just joking.
No way.
Reconstructed,
like the full.
Like facelift. I want to look like very
Oh
stretched.
man, please don't do that.
constantly smiling.
That's scary.
Well, I can't do that.
Oh,
Well, that's it.
that's true. That's true.
I'm
The
sorry.
doctor's like,
Can you make me look younger and frowning? Because that's really what I want.
It's kind of my
You guys
look.
know me.
it's my gig.
Wait, how
Yeah.
do I do RBF with this? Can I still? Because if not,
That'd be great. The doc's like, Jesus Christ, we spent 10 grand on your face and I can't get you to
Like
smile.
I can't ratchet it up anymore.
Exactly.
You look so young and so unhappy.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You're
doctor.
like, that's exactly what I was going for, as a matter of fact.
I have referred you to 20 other women. You're good. Actually, I
Exactly.
didn't because I hate them and I want them to look bitchy or young.
So women are doing that to impress other women, though, right? So it's not like. So I used to. So I'll give you an example why I say that. Like, my daughter would wear these huge eyelashes, and
Which
I would
one?
tell her,
The ones that look like spiders.
and I would, yes,
Which one?
The only daughter old enough to do that.
Oh my
No,
the
there's-
8-year-old.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm like, the fuck?
The one who's 21.
Okay, all right.
And she actually remembers this and laughs about it now. And the time she thought I was a prick. She was correct. But
You're
I was
constantly
like,
a prick, so that's not news.
No man has ever said, damn, look at those lashes.
Exactly.
And like she was like, oh, whatever, Dad. And I'm like, I promise you.
Oh, they have when they look like spiders.
But but we've
In a bad way.
exactly like right.
fuck, stay away
Jesus
from that psycho.
fucking- right. Jesus fucking Christ! Look at those lashes. But again,
She's literally scratching her
How
forehead with it.
natural they look.
right. So that's why I wondered, like,
And they're purple. That's weird.
so now that
She's exotic.
She's exotic. That's where the guys go. It's like, look at the eyelashes for 2 seconds, and everything that pans down. It's like, she's exotic.
Oh, you're right. See, but that's the other thing.
You know what? I feel terrible because we're talking about your daughter.
No, but that mentality. See, that's dudes.
Anybody else's daughter, I'm fine with.
But that's a dude mentality,
That's what
though.
they say when they go to strip clubs. Yeah.
Oh God!
You know what?
Don't
speaking
tell
of-
Steve we saw
speaking
his daughter.
Speaking of strip clubs, with
Oh,
the
no.
with
No,
a student
we've gone off.
no with a
No, I told
student
you
loan.
this is how it's gonna
This is
go.
how it's gonna go. With a student loan debt, there's gonna be no strippers because everybody's gonna get their student
Are
loans
we
paid
talking
off.
about the
Because all the strippers are there
the
getting
Great
their
Resignation is now going to affect
The stripper,
club
yeah.
Platinum or whatever?
Club C-Bus or
I'm
Club
having
Club
a hard
Skull.
time feeling sorry for you guys. I'm just going to say.
No,
No, wait,
times
Like
are tough. Do you
like
know,
your world problems.
Jen, do you
solved.
understand how expensive a lap dance is going to be?
No, luckily I do not. I do not. It'd be
You've
really
never been-
weird if I was like, yes, I do actually. It is $75 a month. Like, that would be very awkward.
but have you ever been to a strip? Have you ever been to a strip club?
I have not.
Really? Wow. Has your wife been to a strip club?
And not with me. I mean, maybe she has, but
Okay.
No, it's actually that's funny. Like, I've
Wow.
had, yeah.
Wow, this is getting really
I
serious.
think the way she looks at it, the way my wife looks at it, I could be disappointed for free at home.
I bet those women will be friendly and give advice, though.
What, strippers?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, so that's bizarre, right?
Yeah, you should go to a strip
You would
club
think
and you
that
can
is
get
a
friendly.
highly competitive environment,
Oh God, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, you want to
They're
people come
super-
in with only so much cash in their wallet,
Oh right, and
but
then
those women are not. So it's kind of almost like, I think, like, and those making very huge judgments, but like, they actually depend on each other, I think, a little bit more to be like, yeah, we have to be competitive, but we also are together have to bring
so it's a
in-
team environment,
Yeah.
you would say.
It's a team sport.
but isn't
Stripping,
that weird?
stripping is a team sport.
But isn't
They
that
need a
weird?
coach.
And I would say in higher levels, it's getting better, but I don't think so.
That's
Anyway,
interesting.
Eyelashes. Great other thing. The same comment I heard about nails, too.
Yeah, 100%. I've never once in my life been like, "Jeez, you guys see those fucking nails? Damn it!"
There's
Like
a
never.
Twitter, or not Twitter, TikTok or something where there's a guy who goes, if you know, you know. And he'll show different types of styles of nails.
Yeah.
And he just said, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? It's hysterical.
Yeah, I'm a huge TikTok guy now
But like, those
because
women,
the short attention span it works perfectly.
it's addictive.
Oh, it's super addictive. It's like
Horrible.
30-second videos, and you're like, boom, next one. You're like, yes. It's
3
instant.
hours
I mean,
later,
that's- yeah, like-
I've done nothing.
Wait,
it's
it's like
12 o'clock at night.
No, 12. It's like 3 in the morning.
Right, he's sending me TikToks all goddamn night. I don't even have TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't
I have
send
no
them
social
any-
media.
Yeah. Well, we got to start
You
sending.
don't?
No,
No, the only thing he does, he runs our Fragmental Twitter account. He's really good at
We're
it.
tweeting. We're tweeting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're big.
Oh yeah. No, it's actually,
We've got like
when we-
300 and something
Yeah,
followers.
no, he did it. He's done a great job bringing people on, and it's
On
funny.
Twitter or to actually listen?
No, just on Twitter.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
the
Yeah,
eyes I'm
she's
getting
fucking
right now.
brutal.
Roundhouse
I'm just
kick to the
asking for
dick
metrics.
right there.
I'm just asking for metrics.
Yeah.
You guys should
I
know
get.
these
I
numbers.
guess you don't have Anthony's junk after that fucking comment.
300 friends,
Oh,
or followers or whatever. Yeah, man. I mean,
Wow.
we believe we have 12 to 30 listeners, but thank you.
That's for the fucking nut punch.
Right. Excuse me, I'm
No.
gonna go puke up
Only
what's
in
left of my
40s and
balls.
I realized that I was really effective.
Dick punch.
You grab hold of those strings and you use them.
You've nailed it. You're fucking crushing it.
Yeah. You got it
On the
down.
verge of tears over here. God damn it.
I'm literally speechless at the moment.
The eyelashes are good. I also think like the styles are also interesting. Like it's like I don't think some of the men really care for these styles, and women just do it.
So what? I'll look at Mike right now, but like what? Because it's a guy question. So like, what's the first thing you notice on like a woman in general? Because we all look. I mean, it's not
Sure.
look, don't touch.
I think women are more critical. Actually, probably look even harder than men do. I would say that.
Yeah, I actually dated a
believe
girl
that.
that says I dated a
believe
girl
that.
years ago. Obviously, yesterday.
Ruh-roh.
Well, shit, is my wife around?
Not anymore. She's not.
Ooh, she's packing bags right now.
Exactly.
And they're yours.
Well, it wasn't. This
Judging
wasn't.
from whatever's coming out the window right now, I'd say.
This was a nice house.
Do
My
you think she'll do the podcast with us, Mike?
this is all. Look, I'm getting this and then a divorce. She'd say I would spot them before you would.
Yeah. So back to the question: what would I notice first? Honest to God, I think would be a smile. Like that was the first thing I noticed about my wife. She had a pretty smile.
Not the boobs.
I went smile first, then I progressed down to the boobs and then the ass.
Okay.
But that's what kind of hooked me in.
Yeah.
Like I still think I go to that smile, pretty eyes, and then tits and ass.
Yeah, I guess eyes, boobs, and then shoes.
What?
Interesting.
Do you
Shoes.
like shoes?
Yeah, I like. Well, my wife has a ton of like really nice shoes. So if it's kind of, it wasn't I kind of got into the
He
shoes.
almost said fetish. Did you notice it? It wasn't a fetish. He almost like it was.
No, it was not a fetish.
Soliciting feet pics, bro?
So nice shoes.
Nice shoe. I mean, I will notice nice shoes. I'm not like, oh my god, I got an amazing like erection right now because of those shoes. But I'm like, those are nice shoes.
Well, that interesting. I would say that's one of the last things I probably have actually never noticed. Because I'm not a foot guy.
Kind of work
just
your way
in
down,
general.
so.
I'm not a foot
But
guy.
eyes and smile, yeah.
Yeah, that to
But
me.
I'm not a foot guy. I just notice nice shoes. Not like
Oh, you're a
Like-
foot guy now.
Oh yeah, we.
I think one of your listeners is going to send some pictures.
God damn it! If I start getting
That may have been
all
a
these
suggestion to one of your
DMs on
listeners
Twitter
just for
with
fun.
fucking feet pics,
you know what?
because our listeners clearly,
I was like,
You're
our
going to get a
followers
whole new,
listen.
A whole
Yeah.
new set of followers. You're tagged right now.
I'm gonna be like,
Hey,
dude, we just picked up
hey,
like
if
400 followers.
if it generates like sponsorship, bring them on. I'll fucking money's still green to everybody.
Steve Madden, bring it
Madden,
on,
bring
brother.
it in. No, Steve Madden. Let's go. Let's move it up. Like Louboutin and Jimmy Choo.
So see, this is again.
And the only reason I know that
it's not my thing.
Only
so-
reason
Those
I-
are really expensive.
okay,
those
I
are really
believe
exciting.
it.
because there's 2 pairs upstairs that I'm aware of. So
All right.
Yeah. Well, hey, you live in a
We have-
world that I can't afford.
I know,
so
right? Me neither.
I'm-
Like
Just
in
no
my
kids.
brain, I can't.
my kids are nice shoes upstairs in my closet.
Hey, that's
My
fair.
wife's closet.
So yeah, but I would
Yeah.
say eyes, smile, and
So,
dude,
but
and
And
with
you
the
can't
personality,
really buy.
honest to God.
Well, oh no, the smile. Lots of lip.
You can buy,
lip
yeah, you can buy,
plumpers.
yep, you can plump, yeah. I'm not a
That
big
may have also been part of my meeting I didn't have with the
dermatologist. Yeah. From what I hear,
From what I hear, this is a growing.
You know what though? I can see that.
Yeah.
The lips, because look, it takes you to a different place. I'm not gonna lie. Like it takes your mind to a different area. I'm not gonna lie.
the conversation
Jen,
about the mic.
you
earlier.
want it to be you want us to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, thick lips take you to a different place. I'm straight up with
So
you.
Is that thick with a K or 2 C's?
Right, probably 2 C's.
Okay,
because
probably
I mean,
2
you
Cs.
don't want like to look like she's gonna stick to the window. You know what I mean? Because then you're like, nah. You know, like
That brings a whole new line of fucking jokes that I cannot get into right now.
like then it's not cool. But it does take you to a different
Do you
place.
think that's how
I'm
the
not gonna-
doctors, like when they're going through the photos, that we could do a.
They got like a
lip
woman like
We
screaming
could
through
do
a
a
window.
medium, or we could do you stick into the window.
Are you familiar with the lick and stick method?
That's gonna cost you a little extra, but guaranteed to impress.
So I mean, that's too
I
much.
need
But
new wheels for my Benz. We should go with those.
oh shit. Okay, so yeah,
Just these
keep
things,
going.
these things that happen. I just was curious how much of it is driven by women for women, not for women, women by women, I guess, or something. You know, like that we're trying to.
So is it?
Kardashians are a great like. Have you
Oh
guys
my
talked
God, that's
about
a
the
fucking
Kardashians
shit
on
show.
this?
Yeah, we hate
Yeah,
them.
we
Okay, I don't want to repeat.
yeah
a
we
show
refer
that
to
we've
them
already
as the
had.
Carnastians, but
Carnastians.
please.
Oh,
But have
Have
you
you-
seen
speak-
them now? They look so different.
Oh, well, the one looks like what's her name, Kylie.
No.
Looks the younger one of the younger ones.
No, the face. and
Yeah, the
stuff.
she like completely changed how she looks to look like the older one, Kim.
Yeah.
And now the nastiness is coming out about Ray J. Back to Ray J, buddy.
I don't know their love lives.
No. So
No.
apparently there's now a legal battle because something about the video that she did with Ray J is coming back up, and he's like, "Hey, fuck you guys. You guys
Apparently, the mom prophetized it.
Yeah." And he's like, "Wait a minute.
Wait, this is a Kim's video, like way back.
Way
Yeah.
back, yeah.
when
The
she's
Ray.
like a
Yeah.
teenager.
Look,
Well, she was all over 18 because it made Vivid. So you know what Vivid is, right? You know what Vivid is. Come on, let's be honest.
I do not, but I'm assuming
Come on, you know
most of the visitors are male.
I love how nonchalantly you're like, you know what Vivid is.
Don't group me with all your other listeners, all
But
17 of them.
All seven of them.
But look, we are on record
Yes.
with
several episodes, I think.
with
clearly touched a spot here
But
with
no.
this one.
the real secret of the Kardashians' fortune is Ray J's dick, because it was apparently so good he made the whole goddamn family billionaires. So that's as a matter of fact, I don't think he gets enough credit.
Oh boy.
I think.
I just want to talk about how much surgery they
Yeah,
have. We have moved on
Let's
to.
go.
Well, we'll get back to that. Let's put a pin in that.
I have actually never seen the video.
Oh. Well,
Just as I've never been in a strip club. See, like I'm a true innocent.
you
here.
are true innocent.
Yeah, that's
So from our earlier conversation, the midlife crisis should be coming soon. Then.
Like right now.
Well, yeah, exactly. No,
So, to bring it
yeah.
back.
Yeah, let's bring it back. Somebody bring it back. Where are we at?
Well, just know the Kardashians. Like I just think
Yeah.
it's so funny. So the big drama right now is they're like now changing their bodies again. So for a while it was like the big rear ends, and people
Yeah.
are getting these BBLs and the surgery and stuff like that. So you have this whole
Whoa, what's a BBL? Butt lift?
Brazilian butt lift.
Brazilian butt lift. Thank you.
Brazilian butt lift. They're like
Yeah,
it's-
because the
that
Brazilians.
seems racist.
The Brazilians actually like created
kind
this,
of
and
is.
they are huge plastic surgery people.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's the reason why
yeah,
I assumed Brazilians
yeah,
had
they started. They
Well, I think
guess,
a curvy, firm backside.
they
but,
they
I mean,
do in
maybe I was
general,
wrong.
but I don't think
Brazilians-
not all of them.
Well, but that's kind of like a Latin thing,
It's a
right?
Latin,
like,
yeah.
So maybe it is because of the culture, but they are big plastic surgery.
I did not know
culture.
that.
Oh yeah, but they were thicker. Like they were like inspiring the thicker movement.
Yeah.
Well, now like
with the two C's.
Yes.
you'll have to explain it to me. Later.
Hey, we are 2022 here now. Okay, like we're down.
We may be older.
I do feel like we're very hip. here.
Oh, we are down.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm sure all the 18-year-olds are really impressed. Okay, so anyways,
Jesus.
the females especially.
Ouch. God.
Wow.
I mean, that's our viewership.
I'm
It
gonna
was-
literally-
They like 30 seconds in, we're like, meh.
I'm
I'm
gonna
out.
call my therapist after this.
Good. That was the plan.
Hurts.
Okay,
That-
but anyways, but
it
now if you look at
stings.
them, they're like thin, like Chloe and is that her name? Chloe. Who's the big one?
Yeah, Chloe. No, Chloe's the.
She was the big one.
big
She
one?
was. I know, but she's now she's thin.
What's the fat one again?
She was, and now she's like really thin.
Yeah,
right?
she lost a ton of
And
weight.
everybody's speculating they removed all of their butt implants.
Oh.
Yeah, so now all of the social media is hyped up, all the females, because they're like, but I've been working on all of my, glute workouts and my BBL, and now big butts are not going to be in anymore. So watch over the next couple of years.
But do the
Big butts aren't
Carnastians?
gonna be so.
But do the Carnastians define that? Like,
think they
my
do.
thing is,
I think they
No,
did.
they
look,
did. They did.
I've been a fan of a nice ass pretty much my whole life. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So
I
was
was a
good with the
late-
movement. I was definitely a fan of the thick with two C's movement.
Even when you were like in high school and stuff, because when I was in high school,
Yeah.
like Kate Moss and like that very like
wafy.
wafy look was in.
No,
Yeah.
I've
I hated
always
that wafy look.
I would say probably more the athletic build with just nice,
Big thighs.
Like Gabrielle
big
Reese,
thighs.
like wasn't she like
Yeah.
the volleyball
good ass.
player?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I was probably more into that.
Gabrielle Reese was. Oh yeah, she was a
yeah,
volleyball
the
player.
volleyball player.
Yeah.
I can pull some names.
No. I was thinking, wasn't there a soccer
Not
player
Ray
named
J, but
Gabrielle
I can
too?
do-
Wasn't there a soccer?
volleyball player.
Very familiar with Gabrielle
Yeah.
Reese.
Very familiar.
12-year-old me remembers Gabrielle
Super
Reese.
familiar with
Summer, spring break.
But
Very
no,
familiar with Gabrielle.
so I've always kind of
Very.
liked that look, to be honest with you. Like
I can't get as low as Mike, but
well, most people.
I mean,
can.
with his voice, he does sound
No,
like he'd
he
be
does,
really
yeah, he
into
does.
like a like a rear end.
Hey, I'm an ass man apparently. Like big butts, and I cannot lie.
Seinfeld.
right. Seinfeld, yeah. We're gonna get
That's
you
one of
plates.
the best
We're gonna get
episodes
yeah. We're gonna get you plates now.
I think
I'm
my
gonna
wife
get
and
you-
I have joked
I'm
about
gonna,
that.
I'm gonna get you a plate and put it in the office.
I think I may even have made that joke when I was pre-med that I was going to be a proctologist. I'm fairly confident I made that joke.
Why a
What
proctologist?
joke?
Why would you be a fucking
That's
proctologist?
different than me.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't that the ass man? Wasn't he a proctologist?
Yes, he
wasn't in the
was,
show, but like,
Yeah, come on. I like looking at ass. I mean, proctologist is like that's both sides, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
there's a joke here in urology.
Lots of
I
things.
don't know. I'm just gonna
Lots
let
of
it
things.
play.
There's
Let
a
it
there's a
fly.
huge yeah exactly.
Look, I don't think anybody would say that I don't fit the bill of everything you guys are saying right now. So
I'm just saying, I don't think that men actually set the tone for what women do.
I think that's
women
interesting.
set the tone
I
for what
agree.
women do, and it's not always in the best interest of women.
I think that's
Like,
interesting.
Spider eyebrows. I mean, they can't even see. Like, you might
true.
fall on your face because of the spider eyelashes. Sorry, not eyebrows, eyelashes. Like, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
But even the eyebrows, that's another like that's a big
We've
thing.
gotten rid of that trend, but there was a couple months there where I would go to the bar and like the bartender would come, and I was a little like taken aback by like, I mean,
Were they up, like way up, and or are they
like
just,
really dark, really thick, like
did they shave
like,
and
do you
then
remember
just paint them in?
Like Austin Powers, Frau, do you remember that character? Like very like,
Ouch.
Wow.
yeah, I was like
Ouch.
that. You just look angry. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, no, I know. I mean, I was immediately
You're like,
enthralled.
that's interesting.
That's really going for it. Like, I'm not sure if I'm ready to commit there. And then I was like, my RBF does.
So it's interesting. So then why do you think women are doing that to impress other women? Is it to impress other women? Is it to outdo other women?
I mean,
all of the above.
The whole, I think the point of this conversation is like they're trying to outdo each other, right? So
It's competitive.
it's very competitive.
But even
Well,
married women
what
do
are they
it, though.
competing?
Like, so
but
it's
what are
like
they competing for?
each other's admiration. Like really, like the dynamics of females are very complex. Like I would say it's because we want to be liked the most by men, but clearly we don't because we're doing things that men are like, I don't really like
Yeah.
spider
Yeah,
eyelashes.
that's very interesting. You're right.
Right? So
Yeah,
there's like
that's it.
some sort
Yeah.
of like, and I will say this, like women relationships are much more complex, much more emotional as far as I've seen than men's, right? Like highs and lows, like in a very like dramatic way that I think it like makes sense. Like we're trained to be like, if you think what I'm doing is pretty attractive, you'll be my friend, and that's the greatest thing. But like ultimately, that doesn't really lead to friendship, right? Like it doesn't. But we're conditioned that way. Like I see it in my 13-year-old all the time. Like she wants to wear Lululemon, not because any 13-year-old boy cares about Lululemon, but all her
But my
girlfriends
friends do, right? I need to
All
wear
the
this.
girlfriends
I need to
do.
do this because my friends are doing it or other women are doing
Yeah.
it. Other
That's
girls
the
are.
whole story about like the what I think is why like there's this ongoing battle between stay-at-home moms and work moms and those that choose to have careers and those that don't and blah 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 blah. Men don't freaking give two shits about that, right? But it's the women that are battling, and I'm like, wait a minute, like shouldn't we just all just like want us to be happy? Like what? You're not better than me if you work or I stay home or vice versa.
Right.
Like it's not a competition, but it's men are like, I don't care.
That's interesting because we were talking about earlier about my sister-in-law that we had that on our call, and she had to cover during the she works in finance, so during the financial crisis,
Yep.
she had to cover for a woman that was on maternity leave, and it's Europe, so it's like
long time.
97 weeks.
A year. Like a year.
Jesus, so 2 years?
I was going to get pregnant and then
that's
move
what I was
there.
gonna say.
See if I could get it.
Shit, I need to get
But
pregnant.
she said, on one hand, I'm like, I have to kind of defend, like, it's her right to do that. But on the other hand, I'm like, oh, and then the woman that had the baby got promoted over her. Yeah, as soon as she came back. And she's like, so on one hand, I've got to manage, like, I got to support her for, that piece of it. But on the other hand, it's like, I did all the work. Why is she getting promoted over, like, that piece of it too? So, yeah. I mean, you made me think of, like, when you said the stay-at-home mom versus the working mom, it's like,
but it's also women that have children and women that don't, right? Same
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
Like, there's this, and not every, by the way, I'm just making generalities. I love other women. I have lots of close girlfriends. You
don't. Let's be honest.
I have one close girlfriend. Intentionally. No, we can talk about that intentionally. Because there is no way that I can be close friends with more than one woman.
Really?
Personally. Like, really close. Women listeners, they will get this.
Right, because, like, now, don't get me wrong.
There is one woman, as an adult, that I would say is my best friend. Like, if I needed to, she would come hide a body with me.
Wow.
She's like it.
Has she?
No, not yet.
This is a safe space.
But we may have had a discussion about if one of us needed that help.
Yeah.
Oh, now Dateline's going to figure us all out.
No,
Anyway.
no, you're good.
Nobody.
No, but I couldn't because, like,
Dave
it's
owns
just
a wood
too
chipper. You're
complex.
fine.
Exactly.
It's
I know guys in the wood chipping industry. We're fine.
Friend of
No,
mine's
it's
a
too
long haul
complex.
truck driver.
It's too
You're good.
intense. Like like she's like one. Thankfully that we're friends because I can go 3 weeks and be like, haven't talked to you. No, you're still alive. Awesome, right? Like, but
That's like a guy. That's like a guy friendship.
yeah, but you guys don't really talk about anything.
That's not true.
That's
we talk
not true.
about farts. We talk about funny movies.
We talk about asses. We talk about other women. We talk about There's a lot.
Comedy movies.
Yeah, it gets
sports.
pretty. It gets
Alcohol. What kind of liquor
Oh,
do you like?
Yeah,
It's
like,
pretty goddamn deep.
right.
Other women, yeah. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but yeah, it's pretty superficial.
It's superficial. Absolutely.
Totally superficial.
I have a group of friends, like a group guy text, and one of the guys goes, "There's nothing productive in this text. Literally, we don't talk about anything remotely fucking
But there's
productive."
beauty in that too, because
Oh,
not everything
it's-
can be intense.
We're a
all
simpler.
the time.
We
It's a
are a
simp-
simpler
yeah.
people,
It's-
without
You
a doubt.
are.
Yeah,
you are.
absolutely.
And I think women are jealous of that, honest to God. Because, like,
Yeah.
I would love nothing else just to be like, oh, that's funny, and, like, think about nothing else.
Yeah, that's pretty much how
It
it
is
works.
pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's amazing. It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Like one of the things that like somebody brought this up, like just so an example, right? Like if women are looking to go for a job and they're like, I only check
Yes.
2
Yeah.
of these
I love
10
this one.
things. They're like, I won't apply.
And they won't.
Or like,
Yeah.
no, they'll do 8 of the 10 and they still say I'm not qualified
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I apply for an IT job because I'm like, I've turned on a computer once in my life.
And I've told
And I'm the best candidate, even though I know nothing about
exactly.
whoever else is
Right.
interviewing.
Just
And
wait
I,
a-
and I
Clearly.
truly believe
just
I
wait a
should
minute.
get it.
Yeah, I've turned like an old computer on. So what's funny about that is I've told Mike this, but you haven't heard this. I was like, you can't see the office here, but my wife and I share the office that we're sitting in, and I was watching her go through a job, and she's like, I don't do that, and I don't do. I mean,
Yes.
and I said to her, I go, you're doing it. She's like, I'm doing what? I mean, you're doing what everybody says women do. You're like, you can't do this, you can't do this. Like, you do 75% of that job. You can do the other 2 things.
Right.
First of all, those other 2 things are fucking stupid. So you'll be fine. But it was,
They're probably not real.
and yeah, it's a job description. So 75% of it is
Yeah, they're
inaccurate.
not doing that shit.
Exactly.
Actually, they're not even telling you what you're actually going to do.
You're like,
FYI.
I signed up for IT. Why am I throwing garbage out? But it was the first time I actually saw it like live.
But then the better part about it is we won't apply for the job, and then we'll be pissed when we see who gets the job.
Exactly.
Like angry, like really mad,
Yeah.
right? Like I think I told you, I was like, finally, I just like got so tired of like seeing things, and I was like, well, I think I'm just as good as that person. Why didn't? And you just eventually go, okay, I'm just gonna be okay with not having all of the boxes checked. But it takes a long time for
Yeah.
women to get there
It
versus
sucks
men just
that-
goes into it.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
why not? Why wouldn't it be me?
And
Whereas
I
women are
feel
like,
like-
it can't be me. It can't be me.
You're right.
I'm going back to I've turned the computer on.
Jen,
What?
Hey, you know what?
you know what I did?
I've heard of Apple.
Yeah, you know what? Not only did
Both
I
kinds.
Both
last
kinds.
I'm a genius.
The job I have now,
I can eat and type on one.
Yeah, not only did I only meet 3 of the 10 criteria, I handed out cigarettes to everybody in the room and said, "You're going to need this shit after 45 minutes with me."
That's right.
Like, that's how confident I am when I'm in the fucking
you've
room.
been waiting weeks to fucking say that. Like he ran that by me like 3 weeks ago. Hey, like, what do you think about this?
Waiting for the opportunity.
Waiting
Well,
for the
'cause
opportunity.
but I have several versions of that.
Yeah, he does.
Because, like, literally when I did interview for my current job,
Yeah.
and then I went upstairs and, people were like, "Well, how'd it go?" And I was like, I had to give them towels for the end. And they're like, "Oh, you son of a bitch." Like,
That's a level of that. See, now thinking about the
Women do not do that.
Exactly.
Like, they do not.
maybe those comments about you being overly confident are true.
Hey, you know what? I go with overly confident any day.
Yeah.
I'm like, just one day.
it's my thing.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I try to be grounded, but
I can't help it.
that's why I'm
amazing.
so self-deprecating.
Yeah.
It's to offset.
offset.
It's to
Yeah.
offset the ridiculousness
I'm
that is me.
insanely good at everything I do, but I'm a piece of shit.
Handsome as hell.
I would
Who
never say
wouldn't
it.
want
No,
it?
I got
Yeah,
I get the voice
exactly.
for radio. I get the voice and the face for radio.
You do actually.
Not me. I should be on TV right now.
Well, after your Botox, absolutely.
I mean, right?
They're gonna
Only
be
a
like,
matter
"Man,
of time.
she is
Next time-
shocked
Next
as
time, though, I
fuck."
won't be able to laugh like I'm laughing
You're
right
like-
now.
That's true. I mean, the sound will come out, but the face isn't gonna move.
And everyone's gonna be like, "Is she okay?"
Right? With
she
the
ever make a
windows open,
stroke?
the neighbors are
So,
gonna be like,
do you
"Oh
know
my
anything
god."
about this? Like, I may have done some research.
What about Botox?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. I mean,
No,
I knew some people, friends of friends or friends
Everybody's doing it.
really,
of. They have like parties, right?
weed
Like
in
Botox
high
parties,
school.
like weed and night. But okay,
which
when
is now
did-
legal. So.
When did the party go from like fresh out of weed, but I've got Botox?
35. I know this now because I'm 7 years removed, and all these bitches didn't tell me what they were doing. And so
And
now
she's
I'm
out
7
of-
years behind.
and
I'm like,
she's out of
did I
weed.
catch up? Is it like a catch-up thing? They're just like, no, it's not a catch-up thing. It's like you missed out.
Is it? But isn't it like instant? I mean, so what?
No.
Oh, it's a build-up.
It takes time.
Well, wait, what do you mean by instant?
Like
they
once
don't-
they.
Well, no,
No, like-
I'm with Dave. Like I assume,
They-
like they inject you, and you're like,
Again, fact checkers. This is what I was told. You'll go in for
We trust
your
your research.
injections, and it, like literally, apparently, only takes 10 minutes, depending on how many things you need to be
The
injected.
general
in.
fact checker.
And then
I just remember that from the way,
Yeah.
way back
I
when.
was very concerned about this for you.
Yeah.
Didn't want to get sued, but here we are.
luckily, you know
What are they gonna take?
How-
Our podcast? Ooh.
how right
It's not coming.
that we make no money and pay for.
You might get sponsorship pulled.
From how we cheat him and how do we
What
cheat
if
him
the
and how?
sponsors drop you. Okay, like Botox is not going to support this, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah, for
We're
sure.
losing that one. So
Fuck, that was the big moneymaker too.
it really, or maybe they will, like when I
Oh,
get it.
there you go, and you
And
can
I can
come
talk
back
about
on.
what a wonderful thing this is.
Yeah.
So no, apparently they like shoot you up wherever they want, but it takes up to like 10 days to
Take off
4
your shirt.
weeks
Wait,
to actually
what?
10?
see a.
10 days to 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's not instantaneous. Like it has to like settle
Work
in.
its way in, kind
Yeah,
of.
and essentially, I guess what it does is it like paralyzes the muscle.
Yeah, that's what it does. It paralyzes
But
the muscle.
then I was thinking about that. So after long-term use of this, though, that means your muscles will go into atrophy, right? What happens when muscles atrophy? They fall.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so it's worse.
It's like you have to do like once you commit to this, man.
Like once you're in, it's like the mob.
I
So-
think
when you're
so.
once
I think so. I
once
think
you're in,
this
you're
is,
in
I think
for
this
life.
is the whole gist like of it. Like once you do it, like
It's like the
till
street
you're
life.
80,
Once you're beat
and
in,
this
you're
is
in
not
forever.
cheap shit. I mean, I guess I'm cheap.
Well,
but, like,
but I mean,
maybe
that
for
doesn't
some people
surprise
it's-
me because it's a pharmaceutical. So I mean,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
right, clearly insurance isn't
by
subsidizing
the way, I
this.
think it does amazing things. I'm not saying it doesn't do what it should do. it's just very interesting.
Isn't like, but does it make everyone look surprised, or are there tons of people that have it and
No,
I have no idea?
I think it's
No,
the. I think it's the. I
Okay.
think it's the level.
Yeah, you're
it's-
thinking of the people that have really overdone it.
Yeah.
Right, then you
But
see
there's-
them,
there
you're
are
like,
so
They're
many
like,
people
here's
getting it.
3 cc's, and like, can you give me 30?
There
You're
are
like, whoa,
so
wait a
many
minute.
people getting it, and you do not know.
Really?
You wouldn't know.
because that's disappointing. Where I'm like, look, I'm not that fucking funny, and why do you look so surprised right now?
Yeah, exactly. But it's the whole thing too about the like my cousin does, like, she's a professional makeup artist, but she does it in such a way that it literally like enhances like a woman's features. It's really subtle. But there are people that go like ape shit with it, and then when they take their makeup off, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
when did the fucking man show up? Like
TikTok shows us.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the transformation. You're just like, wow.
That is true.
Yeah, it's scary, like what makeup can do. So it's
Because we're just. It's
so.
visual.
Do you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can remember this correctly,
You're
which
a
is
man. I mean, I wouldn't say that to a woman when she's taking off her makeup in front of you. Just
Right.
heads up.
Who the fuck are you?
I mean, she's taking her makeup off. Never mind.
I guess if it was like lights
No,
up
it
at
needs
the
to
end,
wear
you're-
off,
yeah,
Ken. Come on.
Next morning, maybe.
next morning maybe. But there was, I think in Japan, a guy sued a woman because it was for false advertising. I'm
He
serious.
didn't win, though, did he?
I have no idea. I just read the
I mean,
headline.
I think they'd be like, well, did you get laid?
Did she settle
Yeah.
out
And
of
he'd be
court?
like, yeah, okay, well, we're going to settle this case.
Exactly. So
As in pain.
case adjourned.
Jeez.
Case thrown out. But he sued somebody for false
That's
advertising.
hilarious. But back to that point, that was one
I
of
mean,
the.
that would have been a big precedent because do you know
Yeah.
how many men lie about other things that they got going? No, I'm not physical features. I'm just saying like, oh, I'm very successful.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I do
yeah,
all
yeah.
these things, and I drive this BMW, but I live in a shack.
Yeah,
down
because all
by
their
the river.
in a van
You're
down by
right.
the river.
You're right. But they're just showing you the beamer.
I mean,
you know,
right?
and
It's all
they're like-
false advertising. Thank
Yeah.
God I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean,
No,
Why,
to
'cause you're
husband,
married?
don't die an early death.
well, I mean, yeah, no, you're right. I mean,
Oh, it's a
I would
shit.
never date again.
Really?
Have you guys had?
We've had that conversation. Like, my wife said, if something would, like, we were to split or we were to die or whatever, she's like, I'm never getting married. Like, I'm done. This is it.
Maybe I date. I would never marry again.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Date.
Hey.
It sounds so awful out there. Sounds horrible.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Like just the
Today.
game is so different. Like, look, I thrive
So we
on
were-
like because I've got game. Let's be honest. But you have
Yeah.
to.
Agreed.
When you look
Yeah.
like this, you have to have game.
You got to spit some serious
Oh,
fucking
for sure.
game. Yeah.
Like, because the face doesn't get me in the door.
But
like,
that's all it is now. It's like swipe, 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 swipe,
Right.
swipe,
Oh,
swipe.
man.
Well,
I
no,
would
there's other
struggle.
apps. There's other apps out there where you don't have to see their face and stuff.
Really?
Like that.
Tell me more.
Well, my cousin.
oh, I would have to be
Should
on
you-
JDate. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
How do you
I
know
would have to
about
be on
this?
JDate.
Oh,
No,
there
no,
she
my
goes. More clothes out the window.
From what I hear.
Like, from what I hear. No, my cousin is divorced and she's older. Actually, she's older than me. Who's gone through all of this? So
Okay.
that's my sense of. And we were gonna have Carrie, who was on before. We're gonna have her on, and then I was trying to get my cousin to come on, but she had another friend. But what it's like dating in your 20s, like 23, versus in your it'd be
40s.
like 50s.
Ooh, even
So
worse.
like, what's that? What
I mean,
what's
it's-
that dynamic? That's what we're trying to get. That's what we're trying
I
to get
wouldn't
on.
know where to.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, I thank God every day my wife lowered her standards for me.
Oh, yeah.
Get that out of the way here. But I would not know where to start now. Like, because again, all the things that worked for me when I was younger, like nobody's going to give you the time of day.
You'll be
for it.
arrested. You'd be arrested, or you'd be canceled. One of the two.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, what do you mean I have a nice ass? You fucking pervert.
What?
I'm calling my lawyer.
It's not okay to bounce a quarter off of it? Like, my bad. I thought that was the ultimate sign of
Well, do you want to play quarters?
Appreciate. Yeah.
We
You
got
want to
a
play
second one.
You want to play quarters? Bend over.
thought it was the ultimate sign of appreciation. But never mind. Okay.
How do you women take compliments these days? I just don't know.
Man, fucking me too. Am I right?
Oh God.
Needless to say, none of us should be on the dating scene.
No, absolutely not. I'm super lucky. I'm actually super lucky because I was horrible at dating. I have no game. Zero. None. I'm attractive as shit, but I have no game. I'm the opposite.
I mean,
of-
your issue is more fighting them off. Like,
yeah.
how
it's
do
like,
I find the
oh,
right one?
you didn't listen. You obviously didn't listen to the last episode.
I listened to All of them.
You liar. You're lying.
Condescending asshole.
Exactly.
Really
Exactly.
hurts.
I heard episode 13 really was a winner.
I don't even know what episode 13
I, don't
is.
e- I was just gonna say something.
Oh, well, I do.
like-
It was genius.
Liar.
You don't remember
super
when you made
condescend-
fun of Mike midway through?
Man, she does listen.
No, she doesn't, because I start out making
And
fun
you
of you.
started saying the F-bomb like 13 times. Hence the thing, 13.
13. You obviously don't
Right,
listen,
you don't
because
listen. You don't
that's like 4 times that.
But no, I do find.
By the
this-
way, you were supposed to count all of my F-bombs. Originally, when
Right,
I first
that was-
started.
that was one of our first go-tos.
Yeah.
But I do find this to be interesting, right? Because like, especially now, and I do think a lot of this shit is just buzzwords. Like, you see the things online, everybody's like, be kind to each other, and then they say something completely awful about someone
Yeah.
else.
Oh, yeah.
So like, is all this like women picking up women? Is it just buzzwords?
No.
Or do
No, no, no.
Like,
I actually
are people
believe-
trying
Picking
to,
on? You said
No,
picking up.
I don't want to discount.
picking up like not
Yeah,
picking
like
up
raising
like,
up
hey,
women.
baby.
Yeah.
No, I mean like lifting them.
Like Titty Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me be very clear. I have worked. Okay. No, I don't think it's all just like lip service. I think there are absolutely women that really want to help women. I have 2 daughters. We talk all the time about being kind and nice to other women and how it is important. I'm just saying our society, whether that's created by women or created by other constructs of our society,
Sure.
creates a situation where women still are very competitive and are not necessarily nice to each other. They're nice to their face, but they're not necessarily nice to each other. That does not discount there are still plenty of women that are really helping each other. And I've had wonderful women in my life, both professionally and personally, and I've also had awful women in my life, personally and professionally. I just think it's interesting that women in general just aren't, not always a positive experience.
No, I think it's
very
interesting.
bizarre to me, right? Like, it's just very bizarre. Like, we could be such a united front. I mean, the joke about it is like, men are so, pretty simple in
Oh God.
their needs,
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
what they expect, right?
Yeah.
Like, if we were a united front, like, we could do some major, like,
Oh, I'm
things.
oblivious to shit. Like,
that's all.
like I don't. As confident as I am, I probably am people are probably talking all kinds of shit around me, shit about me around me. I don't care, and I don't notice. Like, it's completely oblivious to it.
I mean, I think women are wonderful leaders. Personally, I do. I think they have the right sense of like
Meh.
organization.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I actually.
I included you in that, Dave, when I said women can be incredible leaders. By the way. But okay.
Back to those backhanded compliments.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You talked
It's
about that
no
earlier.
different from men, but I just say like women as a whole should be a heck
Yeah.
a lot more
Yeah.
directing and guiding. Like, do we need to have 17-inch nails and spiders in our eyelashes? Men don't like it, so why can't we
Just
stop
like
the
I
bullshit?
just like a Family Guy where he had all the nails.
I love that. Yes. Or like, I mean, I'm sorry, whoever started that BBL thing. Like, have you seen the ridiculousness of that?
Oh, some of them are absurd.
What is it?
The
That
big
Brazilian
rear
butt
ends, but they look
lift.
Oh.
so It is
Yeah.
literally a shelf.
Yeah.
I know we
Yeah.
make jokes about it, but it
Oh,
literally
so,
is
yeah,
a shelf.
some of them are.
And you're like, you're in
absurd.
pain, right? Or these women do these things that like it looks like just painful. Like, what?
Who are you doing it for?
And it's not men.
Thank you for listening. We had such a good round there. We're going to go ahead and break this out into 2 episodes, so stay tuned.